1 second. You are you can record, man.
How do I do that?
Yeah. I'll just show you. If you go on the top, there is a if you go to that GoToMeeting panel, okay, above webcam there is a start recording button. Can you see?
No.
Above webcam.
Above webcam. Okay, let's start this way. You have a telephone, mic and speakers.
Yes.
Can you see that? Above. Press. Hold on. Don't press.
Okay.
Just on the right side, there is settings button is there. Blue color. Click on that. Select there, convert to Windows Media Player file.
Convert to Windows Media Player. Okay.
Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Select that. And if you want to save this file in a particular folder, you pause it and keep it if you want. Otherwise, it will save in a My Documents folder. Below.
So, yeah. Should I do that now or when the recording is completed?
Yeah, when the recording is completed, it will save in My Documents. If you want to save it in any other folder, you can browse it and keep it over there if you want to. Otherwise, it will save there. Just say OK after that. Manoj, did you get that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to start recording now?
Yeah, press OK and then start recording. Okay. Now one more thing you have to. When the session is over, automatically an application will pop up and it will do the conversion. Don't cancel that. Okay.
Okay.
After we finish the session. After we are done with the session. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
How long can you keep the recording?
How long can you keep the recording? Right? Hello?
Yeah.
You mean to say how long can we do that, right?
Yeah.
I think we do the session for at least 1.5 hours going forward, so you can do it for that. I think.
No, I'm asking like if when I record it, can I keep it for more than 4 months or 5 months or?
No, you can keep on doing. That's not an issue. There's nothing related to that. You keep on doing the recording unless we finish the sessions, all the sessions.
No, I'm saying that after the sessions, the recording you can keep it, that it doesn't like disappear after some time or.
No. It keeps on coming. That's not an issue with this. Unless the privileges are given to you. Now you are an organizer, only then you can record.
Okay.
All right. Bharti, you there?
Yeah, Kadesh. Hi.
But I don't think you have logged in via system. I think you logged in via
iPad.
So that's why you will not have the privileges to record.
Yeah. So will I be getting it from the organizer like big classes?
From them you need to talk to them. Okay.
Because for the second class I didn't get it.
Okay. They'll give it to you then if they do it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise Daniel will share it.
Okay.
All right. Is that okay, man?
Yeah.
All right. So any questions from the last session? Manoj, Bharti, anyone? Daniel? Did you people get the
Chart of
access?
accounts. Hello?
No, I have not yet started chart of accounts.
Okay.
I'm just asking from any issues from the last session.
No.
No, Kadesh.
Okay. Did you get the access of
No.
SAP?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
What about? Okay. Okay. Okay, this is the enterprise structure what we are talking about. Come back to this. Now we are clear on the word client, we are clear on what's company, we are clear in what's company code, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Reference IMG. So we define company. This we have done. Then I have defined the company code. Then we have assigned it. Right? Right? This is what we have done. Okay, now I'm going to chart of accounts. What is chart of accounts? What is chart of accounts? It's nothing but organizing the list of accounts, right? Daniel,
Yeah.
right? You're organizing the list of accounts. Like what? Like you're trying to group it under one, all your liabilities, right? All your assets, all your income, or all your expenses, right? Bharti, Manoj,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? You're trying to group it. This, how you want to organize this, this will be given to you by the accountant or the CA of that particular client. Okay, he'll give it to you how you want. Does he want to group it at the highest level, or does he want to group it liabilities, like they'll segregate, right? You have provisions under liabilities, you have current liabilities, right? Share capital. Hello.
Yeah.
So does he
Yeah.
want to open up this way, or does he want to keep it just like that? Hello. Okay. So does he want to group it that way? Okay, that is the chart of accounts, means that is nothing but organizing the list of accounts. Now under SAP, this chart of accounts, there are around three types. One is operational. Here we try to record day-to-day activities. Clear? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
On a regular basis, all your transactions. Then you have one more called country specific. Now this country specific chart of accounts is basically, we do it for our reporting purpose, some legal reporting. Okay. Now another one is a group chart of accounts. This is basically, we use it for COM, is nothing but chart of accounts. Now group chart of accounts, basically we use it for consolidation purpose. Clear? Consolidation. Now the country specific chart of accounts means specific to the country. The country gives you how this should be organized. Depending on that, you go ahead and create it. Okay. This for now we will define operational chart of accounts. Once we move at the testing side, I'll define this country and group chart of accounts, and I'll show you the difference what it is between the both. As of now, this we use it for the legal reporting, just for a reporting purpose. Group chart of accounts is nothing but we use it for consolidation purpose. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
IMG. Now go to this financial accounting, general ledger, GL accounts, master data, preparation. Now the prerequisites for creating the chart of accounts. Okay. Edit chart of account list, first one. Yeah. Okay, this naming convention, again I'll tell you that you cannot use whatever you want. It will be decided in the project. What is has to be given to this. Okay, in what way this has to be defined. Okay, so what I'll go with is, as per the company code, I'll define over here. Okay, like a company code is BA01, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is not a company code. Again I tell you, you define whatever you like. Be chart of accounts, something like that. Okay, don't think this is a company code. Clear, Bharti?
Yeah.
I'm just going with this name, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is chart of accounts for BA01. Language, whatever language, English. Length of the GL, just make it a note. You can have it maximum till 10. Okay, make it a note. I'll explain you what is this 10. I am using till 6. Okay, this will look at the time of controlling. This group of chart of accounts, as of now I'm not defining over here. Okay, if you select this, you cannot post anything to this chart of accounts. I'll save it. Now this is someone else's request, so I'll go to my own request. So this is the request. Yesterday we created it. I'll just say continue. Data was saved. Okay. Hello.
Just a question. Why did you go there to own request?
You missed yesterday's class, no? Okay. I'll tell you. When I create the next one, I'll explain you. Daniel.
Thank you. Yeah.
Clear, right? Bharti,
Yeah.
Manoj, alright.
Yeah.
Now whatever we create, we do the assignment. Right? We need to assign it, right? The system does not understand to what it belongs, right?
Yeah.
So this belongs to our company code, right? This chart of accounts specific to this. So I go here, position. Always go to the position whenever you're assigning. Okay. BA01. So remember this. Be careful when you're assigning. Don't assign it over here. This is not a country specific chart of accounts. Okay. This is operational chart of accounts. So operational chart of accounts we defined it BA01, right? I'll save it. Okay. Now if you see here, Daniel,
Yeah.
you're getting a request, right? What is the purpose of this request? You need to understand first what is the purpose of this. Now you tell me, when I'm saving this Excel sheet, say I need to save it, right? This one. When I save it, what is coming up? A pop-up is coming, right?
Right.
What is the significance of this? It says where you want to save it, right? This Excel sheet with a file name at a particular location. You go wherever you want to save it, at a desktop, or you want to save it any particular drive. You go ahead and save it. Exactly the same way, whatever this we are maintaining that values in the configuration, you need to save it somewhere, right? That saving, where it is getting saved is, it is saved in this request, in the form of this request. Okay? Clear? Till here. This request gets generated automatic. You don't need to worry about it. Okay? Hello?
Right.
Yeah.
So the purpose of this request, now for example, I want to create another request. Can you see here? You create over here. Okay. Now once I create this request, see, I'm going to create this. So what will happen? Automatically this will change now. See, I just go ahead and create it. Now here I'll say, what am I doing right now? I'm defining, assigning the chart of accounts, right? This is related to chart of accounts, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a chart of accounts. So the moment I try to save, this will change. See, Daniel, this entire request will change now. I'll just save. See, it is changed right now.
Yeah.
Number is changed. Everything is changed. Now I'm trying to save under this my chart of accounts over here. Now what is the significance of this request? The significance of this request comes into picture over here during the landscape, when we set up a landscape. The landscape what we are setting up over here is, for example, let us say we have a development server, quality server, production server. You know server by the word server means, right, Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay. Now under this server, I have different clients, 800, 200, 300, 400, 500, right, Daniel? You know what is clients now? No confusion when I say client, right?
Yeah.
Clear, right? What's client means? Client, when we are logging in, there's a client, right? Here. Like this. Right? This client.
Yeah.
Right. So client is nothing but a set of tables. Remember when we have spoken about what's a client, right?
Yeah.
This. Somebody said it's an end user, somebody said it's a customer, right? Then we end up by saying client is nothing but a set of tables, right? So here my client is 800, 200, 300. In development I have 3 clients. Now what is the purpose of these three clients? This is my 800 client, which I'll call this as a development client, golden client, configuration client. This 200 I'll call as a quality client or a testing client. 300 I call it as a sandbox. Okay. 400 again, this is a quality. 500 is my production client. Now where did we do configuration, Daniel? What client are we doing the configuration?
800.
800, right? This is what I'm doing my configuration, right? This defining my chart of accounts. I did my configuration over here. But testing can be done only in 200. If you want to test that particular chart of accounts is working properly or not, that can be tested in 200. But my configuration is done where, Daniel? 800. But can I do testing in 200?
That's where you're supposed to do it there.
We cannot, right? Because I have done the configuration here, but I want to do my testing over here. That's not possible. So in order to test over here, that request is there, na, that we were creating, right? This request.
Yeah.
Right? This request need to be moved from 800 to 200. It's nothing but you are moving that configuration from 800 to 200 to do the testing. Okay. But how do we move that? Through this transaction code SCC1. Note down. Okay. Transaction code. Now what? First I need to log into 200. For example, let's say I'm logging into 200 now. For example. See, I'm logging into 200 now. It is 800, but just imagine I'm logging into 200, then I give SCC1 as a transaction code. After giving the transaction code, what is my source client? Daniel, from where am I taking this? 800. I'll give here 800. Then I need to give that request. Which request? This request number. You can see here this request. So I'll give this request here. Then I'll say start immediately. So automatically that will come and fall in 200. Then I can do the testing. Clear?
Yeah.
First part? Okay. Next 300, this is like an R&D. You do all your crap work over here. You can play around with the system. Okay, the only thing is this request will not pop up in sandbox because it's a it's all crap, right? I'm not doing anything significant over there. It's just you try to do all your R&Ds over there. Okay. Now, what is this testing? What is this testing? Here you will do the testing with respect to your individual modules, FI, sales and distribution, materials management. But here I'll do integration testing between FI and MM, FI and SD. All integration testing I'll do here. So once if I want to do my integration testing, then again I need to move from 800 to over here. Then the transaction code is SE09 or SE10. Okay. If I am moving from one client to another client in the same server, the transaction code is SEC1. But if I am moving from one client to another client through one server to another server, the transaction code is SE09 or SE10. So let me go to the transaction code. / and SE09. Display. See here, we are defining this chart of accounts. Right? So I open up this. Always it consists of a main task, subtask. Daniel.
Yeah.
It consists of a main task, it consists of a subtask. You keep the cursor here, you say release. Always the subtask should be released first. Keep the cursor here, say release. Keep the cursor here, say release. Once you release both, automatically it will come and sit over here in the 400. There will be a background settings will be done on this. Okay. So once it is moved, you do the integration testing. No, it did not work out very well. Again, you will do the respective changes, and again you will send it the same request. So the same request will keep on overwriting on that request. Okay. Once this integration testing is done, then from this 800 it will be sent across to the production server. Finally, you cannot send like this just like that. Okay, because imagine if this production server is $1 billion server and you're sending some crap and the server is down. Okay, so there is a lot of approvals will need to be taken, a lot of testing need to be done once you're sending that particular request to the production server. Clear the significance of that now? Daniel?
Yeah.
Getting this? All this work will not be taken care by you. It will be done by the basis consultant. You need to let him know like what is the request you want need to transport to the quality or to the production. Okay, he'll do it for you, the basis, but the idea is required. It is necessary to know what is the landscape. So SAP recommends minimum 2 system landscape you can go. 2 system means like if a smaller companies are there, they cannot afford hardware for this, so they'll keep it only development and the production. Here not only quality but integration testing also they'll do it over here. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So where I was at chart of accounts. Okay. Now if I'm trying to save it, I'll save it in the same earlier one, define company. I'll just say continue. Data was saved. So I have created the chart of accounts and I've assigned it to the company code to chart of accounts. Okay, next. These are all the prerequisites setting up. Account group. What did he say? Chart of accounts is nothing but grouping of, right? We are trying to group. Right here, see. This is where I am trying to group it now. New entries. What did we define chart of accounts? BA01, right, Bharti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you group it. So like this, all liabilities. I will group it under this. 100,000 to 199,999. BA01 assets. I'll group it under after 199. This is 200,000 to 29999. BA01 income. income from 3 series to 3999. Clear? Getting this? Not clear? You have to respond, man.
Can you start the library from C1?
You can start from wherever you like. Okay.
Okay.
Now you see here, I'll count the zeros now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where did we maintain the range as 6? It should be. Maximum length of the GL should be
10.
10. But we maintained what?
6.
6. So this is the range. 6. Clear? 6 means now I can maintain 99,999 GL accounts with respect to liabilities. Clear? Like under liabilities, share capital, provisions, current liabilities, all those GL accounts I can maintain 99,999. Clear, not clear? Hello?
Not clear.
See, for example,
Yeah.
what did I give range as? Liabilities I gave range as 100,000 to, right? Like this I gave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means I can create 99,999 GL liabilities accounts. Like tell me few accounts under liabilities that you create. Daniel. Share capital. Right? Hello?
Yeah.
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 What else?
Account payables?
Then tell, no? Accounts payable. What else? That's it, huh?
Accrued
Nothing will
rents.
come, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Provisions.
Yeah.
What else? Tell.
Accrued rents.
Huh?
Accrued rents.
Okay. Payables. Okay. What else? Like this, how many? This is one gone, right? Now getting this, Bharti.
Yeah.
1. Like this, how much I can define till?
99,900.
Like this. Getting this now?
Yeah.
3. Manoj,
Yeah.
getting this? Like this I can define till 199,999. Okay? All related to this. Okay?
Okay.
Same for assets, same for income, same for expenses. Okay?
Okay.
I'll save
Okay.
it. But this will be mostly given by the accountants of the firm. Few people don't like. This is at the highest level I have grouped it, right? Liabilities, assets. This is at the highest level. Agree?
Yeah.
Income.
Yeah.
They will try to segregate this actually. For example, let me show you one example over here. Maybe somebody has done it. Everything is same. See over here. Can you see this INT chart of accounts? This INT.
Yeah.
So see here, they have opened it up, different. Right?
Yeah.
They have opened up. They have not given grouped under one head, right? Fixed assets account, different they have given. See? Getting this?
Yeah.
What I'm saying over here is like this. Like I might say my chart of account BA01. Okay, I'll say here my share capital. Opening up, you are not giving under one head. This will go from this till something like this. Hello?
Yeah.
Getting this? BA01. Okay. I'll say now he said payables, right? I'll say here accounts payable. So next is what available number? From 11, right?
Yeah.
11 till
20.
20, whatever it is, you can give.
Okay. Yeah.
BA01. Then current liabilities, right? All current liabilities will come here then. Hey Daniel, getting this what I'm trying to tell you? Hello?
Hello?
You are trying to get what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Able to get it, right?
Yeah.
So instead of putting all opening up like that, I just grouped it under one common head as a liabilities. Okay? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So rather than doing like this, so basically this will be given, this grouping will be given by that accountant, how they want to group it. You just need to take that and group it over here. That's it. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Patient, can you start from asset? Instead, does it matter if you have to begin from liabilities or assets?
No, you start wherever you feel like.
Okay, thanks.
Wherever. The order is up to you. It doesn't make a difference. Okay, next. Define the retained earnings account. Any idea what's retained earnings account? Anyone?
Profit that's moved to the next, the coming year from surplus.
So after you draw your P&L accounts, you get a profit out of it or a loss, whatever it might be. Right? That profit, what will happen from that profit? You will keep some as the reserves. You will give some to the bonuses to the shareholders, right?
Yeah.
That balance, whatever you get, that you will transfer that is called as the retained earnings, that you transfer it towards the under the liability side under reserves and surplus, right? Hello?
Okay.
Okay. I expect you, Manoj and Bharti, please go once to your final accounts. Okay.
Okay.
Just try to understand that. Okay.
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 Balance sheet. Define a retained earnings account. So it is asking chart of accounts, see. Right? So my chart of accounts is BA01. Okay, somebody has logged it. See, can you see in the below
Yeah.
what it says?
Okay.
Block,
Log by another user.
He's using the same screen. So at one go, nobody can use the same screen for twice. Okay.
okay.
The reason is your vendor has used only one user is having. If they have purchased across users, so everybody can use. So in that situation, you can do two things. Okay, either you wait or either you go to a transaction code SM04, note down. Enter. Okay, this was the username, right? 5150182, right?
Yeah.
Double click on this. Okay, select this, click on end session, this particular table.
Okay.
Select this, click on end session. Now that user has, we have kicked out that user from that particular sessions. Okay,
Okay.
but don't do it often. Okay, BA01. Now we got it an active board, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
P&L statement, just give X. I'll tell you what is this. Now we need to assign one particular account, right? For that, for retained earnings account. That retained earnings account will fall under one of the liability side. Okay, here. So what I'll give, one series account I'll maintain here, 10000 some 10. I'm assigning some account to it. Okay, later I'll define this account. I have not yet defined it. I'm just assigning one number to it. Okay.
Okay.
Enter. See below what it says. What it says?
Not created.
No.
Yeah, I'm not created it. Remember, there are two types of messages you get here. One is yellow, three, yellow, green and red. Yellow is just a warning below. It's in yellow color, right? The triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll get it in red color, which will not allow you to move. Maybe some issue. Green, after we save it, you'll get, see. I'll just ignore this. So press enter, ignore it. Okay, by pressing enter. Enter key. Just save it now. See. Continue. You got green, see, this one?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
So I just assigned this number, which I'll going forward, I'll go ahead and create my return earnings account, which I've not yet created. Okay. So these are the prerequisites for setting up your chart of accounts. First you create the chart of accounts, then you assign it, then you define the group where you'll try to group it, then you define the return earnings account. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clear with this client, company, chart of accounts, company code. Any questions? Daniel, Bharti, Manoj?
No.
Nothing, Bharti?
Yeah. No. And just one thing, chart of accounts, so it can be same as company code? Or
No, that's what I'm telling you. I just followed a naming convention as per the company code. You follow whatever you feel like.
Okay.
Don't consider that to be a company code.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
here
Manoj.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not a company code, Bharti.
yeah. So it is. It's just that
This
we are
is not
giving
a
the
company
same.
code.
Yeah.
Yeah. For that, for me to easily, I'll recollect in the morning when I come. If I want to know what I have created, it is it is in the way I'll come to know. Okay, the naming convention I followed as per the company code.
Okay.
Okay.
Can
So
we
you
do the
give
same
whatever.
like?
Yeah.
Can we do the same thing like when we are doing, or it should be different always?
You mean to say BA01 you want to create?
No, I mean to say like, can we use the company code only like how we find it easy to remember like?
That depends upon the requirement in the client, how you are doing it. Okay.
Okay.
In the project they'll say, okay, give the naming convention in this way,
Okay.
or they will say, okay, follow this way or whatever way. Maybe use the first letter of the company code. Maybe use like this. Just use the first digit of the company code, then use the shortcut chart of account like this.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe this way. It's all, they have their own naming conventions to it.
Okay.
But they want to use it. Okay.
So all this will be told by whom like?
Yeah. In the project they'll tell you all those things.
Okay.
You cannot touch the screen because unless and until you during the realization phase only you will do the configuration.
Okay.
Here. If you remember, I've shown you the 5 phases, right?
Yeah.
When I started here.
Yeah.
Okay. All this you will do documentation. Blueprint, you will never touch the system. You don't know what the system also is.
Okay.
It is during the realization phase, you will prepare a config document first. Okay.
Okay.
After preparing the config document, you need to take the approval. Okay, from your project managers or from the client level. After getting the approval only, then you will start working on the system.
Okay.
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 All right. Daniel, getting this?
Yeah.
Don't miss classes. If you miss classes, you are gone. I think Bharti and Manoj realized today.
Yeah.
Don't miss. Client, company, chart of accounts, company code. Clear, right?
Yeah.
Next, I'm going to business area now. Business area. What do you understand by this word business area? Anyone?
It would be like a business segment or something like that.
Business segment. So what's a segment? Example? Example for a segment?
Production.
Okay. Good. Sales.
Marketing.
Marketing. What else? Segment, right? If you're going with the business area. This is as per the segment he said. What about region wise? Can we call as a region this he said segment? Good. What about region? Right? I can have region wise, right? As per our setup, it can be, let's say go to the highest level we'll go. South America, right? North America, right? Hello?
Yeah.
East America, West America, region wise. What about product? I can have product also, right?
Yeah.
Whatever product I'll define. Okay. Whatever product. If it's an automobile company, car is my product, right?
Yeah.
Hello. Product wise.
Yeah.
Or plant. I will have a plant, right? So if I'm into a manufacturing, right? I might have a plant in the New York plant, right? Or New Jersey plant, right? So business area is not restricted to defining not only as a segment, a region, product, plant, and so on. Okay. The purpose of this business area is basically for reporting purpose. Clear?
Okay.
So later on when we test, you get more clarity on this. Just understand the business area basically use it for reporting purpose. Okay?
Okay.
And it is independent of itself. There is no assignment to it. Like how we are defining and assigning to the company code, right?
Yeah.
There is no assignment to a company code. So it is at a client level.
Okay.
Definition, financial accounting, define business area.
Okay.
Click here. New entries. So whatever you go ahead and define. I'll define like this. BA01, which I'll say is North America. You can define whatever you want. BA02, I'll define it as South America. Whatever. Like you were saying, BA03, production. Whatever you can define. Like this. Okay. Like this you can define. Clear till here? No assignment for this. No assignment.
Why?
Why? Because it is defined at a client level, and when you are trying to do a transaction at that particular time, you will use the business area. If you restrict the business area to a particular company code, then it will remain to that particular company code only. Other than that, you cannot use them. Now, for example, the chart of accounts which I have defined it, right? That is specific to that company code. Right now?
Okay. Okay.
Now I cannot use for another company codes. Right? Hello?
Yeah.
Same way. Now this business area is not specific, so I can use across company codes now. Right? We have defined two company codes, right?
Yeah.
BA01 and BA02, right? Two company codes we have defined.
Yeah.
So if I have defined two company codes, now if I have assigned the business area to this specific company code, means only to this company code only, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Daniel?
Yeah.
It will become specific to this company code only. Now since business area is an independent in itself, that same production I can use to BA01 and BA02 also, right?
Right.
So I can use across company codes. Okay, if there was an assignment, then it is specific to that company code only. Right?
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that was about the business area. So we looked into client, company, chart of accounts, company code, business area. Now this part, credit control area, is not part of our structure, but I just added over here in order to show you. This is basically taken control by the sales and distribution guys, SD guys. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hello. So this credit control area, the purpose of this credit control area is it basically tries to control the creditability of the customer. Now,
Okay.
there are customers to whom the company will give credit, right? Right or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credit to the customers. So imagine if that company is having around 1,000 customers, by seeing the face, you'll tell how much this guy can avail a credit.
No.
Not possible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a certain setup to it. So that is what this will be taken control by. You will set up the credit control for that particular customer. So once the customer has availed the credit and trying to avail more than the credit given to him, the system throws an error stating that this customer's credit is overdone. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
That is what the purpose of this.
When you talk of giving credit, what kind of credit do you mean, like, just to get it clear?
Amount. The customer A can avail credit up to $100,000, not more than that.
Okay.
Okay, now if he crosses that $100,000, the system throws an error immediately.
Okay.
Okay, this basically will be done by the SD consultant, sales and distribution. This
Okay.
entire setup, there is a lot of settings into it. Okay, I'm just define the credit control area, new entries. Here, Bharti, don't get confused by I'm saying BA01. This is not a company code. Okay,
Yeah, got-
I'm defining
got
as
it.
per that. Okay, USD. Now, here you need to give certain prerequisites like parameters, like on what basis this credit control area should work on. So when it is searching for that particular customer, it should look into the order value, time, delivery, and bill document value. Right? On what
Okay.
basis it should search? So I'm making this one. Or you feel whatever you can choose from here.
Okay.
Okay? You can choose here.
Okay.
This fiscal year variant, I'll come back now. Okay? I'll use K4. I'll explain you what it is. Just save it. Back. Fill up the description. Credit control area for your BA01.
Mhm.
I'll save it. Done. Back. So whatever we define, we assign, right? That is common now.
Yeah.
I hope assignment is clear now.
Yeah.
Assignment is nothing but you need to assign. It's very simple. Always. Whatever you create, you're trying to assign it to the company code. So position, always position. Assignment, position immediately. BA01. This is my credit control area. BA01. Clear? Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is about your enterprise structure. Client, company, chart of accounts, company code, business area, credit control area. This is about the enterprise structure. Any questions, anybody on this? How was the time?
No.
No questions?
No.
Okay. So what I expect, because you people have not yet touched the system, right? Nobody, right? Manoj, what about you?
No.
Bharti is not. Daniel?
No.
No. So what I expect is, rather than going to the next fiscal year variant, you try to create 2 to 3 enterprise structures. Okay? Not one.
Really? We don't have. I don't have the access.
So what will happen if I keep on taking the sessions? If you do not practice, this looks like a movie. You come back, you just see a movie, you go back. Okay. So I expect you people to go ahead and spend some time on the system. Try to configure at least 2 to 3 enterprise structures. Okay. Then we'll
Okay.
move forward to the next sessions. Okay. I can take it. That's not an issue. If I want to, I'll just finish it just like that. But spend some time so that it will give you a more clarity going forward.
Okay.
Okay. Bharti, getting
Okay.
this?
Yeah,
Okay.
but still they have not given the access actually. So
Yeah, I'll inform them. You can talk to them directly also.
okay.
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 So me just going like this session one by one, it won't help you. So it will get tougher. The more we go forward, it gets tougher day by day if I move forward. So take the access, work on at least 2 to 3 enterprise structures, because it will be totally different to what I'll do. So when you start doing it, it looks different for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right then. See you
How can
tomorrow.
how can I get access to yesterday's videos?
Now you're recording, no? Previous videos you're saying?
Yeah, the one of yesterday, the one I missed, because the one they sent to me was not, I could not view the video to the end.
Yeah, I have informed them. I've informed them over here right now when I was talking. They'll send you today that recording. Daniel.
Okay.
Hello? Daniel.
Hello? Yeah.
They will send it right away. I told them to send it. I just pinged them. Okay.
Okay.
Right away. Okay. And the access, you need to talk to them directly. Daniel,
Okay.
Bharti and Manoj, you need to talk to them directly. I think Manoj, you had that, right? You already have that?
No, I already had a discussion, but they told me like the fees has to be submitted and all that.
Okay.
So I
Talk
had
to
a
them.
discussion. Yeah.
And take that. Okay? All right.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in class who has the videos of yesterday?
Nobody was recording, man. Oh, yeah.
Because
Okay.
yesterday we are not the organizer.
Okay. Now at the end of when you are done, it automatically saves the video, right?
Now when I'm done with the session, you don't do anything. Okay, automatically an application will come, it will do the conversion by itself. So once the conversion is done, then you play the video. That folder will be available in the My Documents.
Perfect.
Okay.
That file will be. Okay?
Okay.
All right. See you.
Yeah. Bye.
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 I have one question. Hello.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have one. Do we have the classes entire week like Saturday, Sunday, or
No Saturday, Sunday, man.
on Monday to Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thanks.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.